Hey you guys, today we are looking at this, which is the G.I Joe Cobra, the enemy Cobra officer? Cobra trooper. There we go. Well, it says here Cobra soldier and Cobra officer. This is in my Order of Battle, G.I Joe Order of Battle, Volume 1, from Marvel Comics. Such a favourite as a kid. I used to read, say a kid, I was a teenager. It's got chuckles on that side. He looks so big on that and buff. Go watch the review of the figure. He's not that buff. Yeah, Cobra officers. This is obviously the retro packaging, which I kind of like. I do actually like we got Cobra Commander there, which I have also reviewed. One of the nameless, faceless legion of Cobra Command. Cobras swear absolute loyalty to their fanatical leader, Cobra Commander, their goal to conquer the world for their own evil purposes. Role, the enemy, primary speciality, infantry, secondary speciality, sabotage, birthplace, various countries. Yeah. I had quite a few of these as a kid. I used to pick them up at car boots and things, so every time I saw one, so I had a little army of these guys. Which I need to dig them out, because you guys might like to see videos of them. I don't know. Comments underneath. My Joe videos, it's really weird, right? Because my Joe videos do not do well at all, because I'm always a month behind. Apart from one, the Firefly, the helicopter, I got that before anybody else, and that one, poof, through the roof. So thank you to all of you that watched that and subscribed from that. If you're watching this, thank you. Go watch some of the older videos. Give my Joes some love, okay? Because they kind of need it. Right, this is Cobra Trooper. Let's get him out of the box. Inside we have the Cobra Trooper, his little helmet. I love the fact they're giving us stands with these ones, because the stands are coming in really handy, because I have to admit, the Joes can be a little bit clumsy. They do fall over a little bit, certain ones of them. So I have been reusing, I have Bazooka is one of my worst ones, and I put him on the Joe stand that I had that was spare from somebody. Wouldn't stay on it, fell over. Put him on a Cobra stand, he stood fine. So the pegs are a little bit different on the Cobra ones, I think. But I do like the Cobra stands. That is a pretty cool image. I had a friend at school that he was also a fan of G.I Joe. And he recreated that with kind of masking tape on his chest and lay in the sun, because he was going to get a little suntan and have that like a tattoo. Only problem was he fell asleep, and he was asleep for quite a while, and when he woke up he was, how can we put this, pink, with that in a very, very white pale pattern underneath when he took the tape off. And we had sports activities, games, whatever you want to call it, on the Monday morning, and he was very embarrassed to take his shirt off, because he had, I mean, it was literally the entire front of his chest, like bigger than that. It was like that on him. And he was really, really embarrassed. Right, let me get this thing out of there. Helmet out. Yeah. Rifle. I'm glad they make them out of a rubbery material, because they always bend when I'm getting them out of the box. Let me just do this over here. Yep, I loved the classic G.I Joe figures. Very difficult to get here in the UK, because we had Action Force, and so that we had them with Action Force written on the boxes. But towards the end they did start to appear over here with the G.I Joe logo. I've got sellotape stuck on me now. He's got sellotape stuck on the knife, which is now stuck to me, and yep, get off. Right, so out of the box. This bit is loose and not quite sat right, but we shall jiggle that around. There we go. Right. His head feels a bit loose. His feet are flat. There we go. Stand. Nobody move. Right. Pretty good. He's stood. So we have, let's lay him over there because I don't mean to say this. We have a rifle, which is kind of a snipery rifle kind of thing. not a real rifle, but then I don't think the one with the original figures was a real rifle. That was a strange thing when they started redoing the Joes, because they gave some of them like real weapons and some of them terrible like Nerf guns, and that's why I didn't collect the first sets, because they just weren't my Joes. I did bend that a little bit, and that does unplug, so you've got a pistol and a pistol with a silencer. I kind of like that. I have bent, I got bent a little bit. Yeah, I bent it. I'll just warm that up and get it into a more straighter style. Yeah, I kind of like that. Kind of cool. And he has his little helmet as well, which is now on the floor. Come here. Right, so normally with the Joes, you can get all their weapons onto them. So that goes in there. Will that go in there with the silencer on? No. So what I'm going to do is I push that in like so. Right, and then I know it's silly because it's going to be kind of like sticking into his leg, but there we go. He's accessorized. The knife does not want to stay in. Right, there is definitely a left and a right, if you know what I mean. We'll put that. Oh no, it's going in. Right, I'm going to leave that like that, because I get the feeling that if I get that in there. Alright, so what's that one for then? Ah, right. Duh. Right, that isn't for the knife. That's for his silencer to go in. Which it will when I've kind of warmed it up a little bit and pushed it in gently. Right, so let's put the helmet on him. Oh, excellent. That's pretty cool. Now I know from experience that the rifle will probably not fit right, but anyway. Yeah, so I'm here in the UK reviewing these, and the problem with the Joes is that sometimes we get them like months after everybody else. So the Road Pig review that I did, I was a month late with that, which makes it really difficult. You see, this has always been my problem with Joe figures. You can never get them to really hold the rifles properly, so I always end up with them stood in more action poses than they maybe should be, because that's probably how he's going to stand on the shelf. I'm feeling he's pretty sturdy. I don't feel like he's going to be one that's going to throw himself on the floor that much. Yeah. He is going to look great with the rest of the team. We have Baroness, Cobra Commander, Crimson Guard, and obviously Trooper. These are some of my favourite Joe characters. They just look so cool, and yeah, I'm so glad that Hasbro brought this line back. It was a failure at the beginning for me. I just didn't like the look of them. I now regret, maybe because I didn't pick up, obviously, the Baroness. This is the reissue. I didn't pick up the early Cobra Commanders. I do have that, which is the nearest I got to the earlier Cobra Commanders. Yeah, Destro's one of the ones I missed. Zartan, I did pick up a Zartan since. But yeah, these guys, I don't know, these are my childhood. I spent a lot of time with these guys and their vehicles, and they were a great thing for me. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to wind this video up because I'm getting all sentimental. If you're a G.I Joe fan and you've just found the channel, please hit that subscribe button down there. Go watch the Firefly HasLab helicopter video. Thank you to everybody that watched that. Thank you to everybody that watched that and subscribed. I know other people have got them now, so that video is probably and going to be gone. You know, not watched like it was, but I had a moment. It made the channel feel worthwhile and put me up there for 5 minutes. It's the highest viewed video in the shortest length of time, and it actually made me some money. I don't make a lot of money at this. I really don't. These things cost. Yeah, so I'm going to wind this up. Have a great day, a great night. Hit the likes, hit the shares, hit the subscribe buttons, and I will see you all in the next video. Till next time.